A very good afternoon to our present here. And all the persons who have joined us in this Google Meet virtual platform. Today we have raised to do the 85th edition of Chidatmika. I, Dr. Nivedina, Associate Professor, Department of Anthropology, Kalahandi University, welcome you all to this program. I welcome our Vice Chancellor, Professor Sanjay Kumar Satpathy sir, our Assistant, Chidatmika sir. I also welcome Gautam Mahanti sir and today's speaker, Dr. Chidatmika Khatua madam, who is the founder of Bhawanipatna Foundation, CEO of Sushruta Hospital and Trauma Care. I also welcome our chairman, Major Dr. Jagdish sir, who is also the convener of this program. Our COS, the Suresh Politika sir, all the faculty and office students and all the persons are present in this platform. Now I request Dipsa Maharana to sing the welcome song.
Thank you so much, ma'am. ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ମୋର ପ୍ରଣାମ। ଇଲାରେ ବୁରୁବୁଙ୍ଗା ଇଲାରେ ବୁରୁବୁଙ୍ଗା ନାରୀ ପଡି କମ୍ପଡା ଲାରା ପଦିଲା କୁଛୁ ଛୁରା ଛାଙ୍ଗୁରୁ ପିକା ନାରୀ ପଡି କମ୍ପଡା ଲାରା ପଦିଲା କୁଛୁ ଛୁରା ଛାଙ୍ଗୁରୁ ପିକା ଏଠି ପବନ ଗାଏ ଗୀତ ନଦୀ ଝରଣା ହୁଏ ମିତ ବନ ପାହାଡ ଘେରା ମାଟି ଚନ୍ଦନ କେତେ ବେଶରେ ଆମେ ସଜା ଆମ ରଜର ଆମେ ରଜା ଢୋଲ ମାଦଳ ତାଳେ ନାଚେ ଜୀବନ ଏଠି ପବନ ଗାଏ ଗୀତ ନଦୀ ଝରଣା ହୁଏ ମିତ ବନ ପାହାଡ ଘେରା ମାଟି ଚନ୍ଦନ କେତେ ବେଶରେ ଆମେ ସଜା ଆମ ମନର ଆମେ ରଜା ଢୋଲ ମାଦଳ ତାଳେ ନାଚେ ଜୀବନ କେତେ ଚକିଆନ ଜାତି ଆମେ ତ ଅନେକ ଭିତରେ ଏକତା ମନ୍ତ୍ର ଆମ କଳା ଆମ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଭାରି ବଢିଆ ହୋ ଏଇ ପରିଚୟ ଯୁଗ ଯୁଗର ମୋ ମାଟି ମା କେଡ଼େ ସୁନ୍ଦର ଏଇ ପରିଚୟ ଯୁଗ ଯୁଗର ମୋ ମାଟି ମା କେଡ଼େ ସୁନ୍ଦର ଆମେ କୋଉ ରାଜାର ପରଜା ନୁହଁ ହୋ ଆମ ସୁଖ ଦୁଃଖ ବୁଝି ଓଡ଼ିଆ ପୁଅ ହୋ ଆଖି ତଳେ ସ୍ୱପ୍ନ ଅଛି ନାହିଁ ରେ ଲୁହ ନା 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 ଆମ ପାଇଁ ବହେ ଆଜି ପ୍ରଗତି ସୁଅ ଆମ ପରମ୍ପରା ଭାରି ବଢିଆ ଆମ ପିଲା ଛୁଆ ପାଠ ପଢୁଆ ଆମେ ଆଜି ଆଉ ରହିନୁ ହି ପଛୁଆ ହୋ ଏଇ ପରିଚୟ ଯୁଗ ଯୁଗର ମୋ ମାଟି ମା କେଡ଼େ ସୁନ୍ଦର ଏଇ ପରିଚୟ ଯୁଗ ଯୁଗର ମୋ ମାଟି ମା କେଡ଼େ ସୁନ୍ଦର ଏଇ ପରିଚୟ ଯୁଗ ଯୁଗର ମୋ ମାଟି ମା କେଡ଼େ ସୁନ୍ଦର ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଆଉଥରେ ପ୍ରଣାମ
Now I'd like to request our registrar Chidatmika Boysa to give the inaugural address.
Namaskar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Rani, sir, respected Speaker of the Day, Madam Dr. Chidatmika Khatua, respected sports speaker, Gautam Mahantu sir, respected Dr. Kadamba Kumar sir, respected Madam Dr. Nivedita Nath, esteemed participants, respected faculty members of Kalahandi University, my dear students and listeners. On behalf of all members of Kalahandi University family, I extend my sincere welcome you all to this 83 episode of Motivational Lectures of our university. We are extremely happy to have our speaker of the day, Madam Dr. Chidatmika Khatua, joins us today. We believe that it is an excellent opportunity for us to learn from you. Madam will discuss on this topic on ancient travel. Being a travel person, son of the soil of Uttarakhand and Kalahandi, I want to say the travel society is the careless society, and almost it is an ancient society of the. The travels are the real son of the soil and nature. They are the product of nature, and they don't adopt any artificial. The rich oral literatures of travels is the roots of Indian literacy tradition. Yes, usually in the form of song and chanting, these verses are expression of the close contact between nature and travel distance. They have been orally transmitted from generation to generation. However, a large number of these are already lost due to urbanization, print culture, and commerce. Now we are in danger of losing of travel rich literacy heritage and culture. The travels are nowadays they are struggling for their existence, and it is the eternal struggle between them and the rest of our society. So it is to be understood that this struggle is in between naturality and artificial. So I once again welcome you all. Thank you. Over to Matt.
So much, sir. Welcome, today we have a very great speaker, Chidatmika Khatua. She will be speaking on ancient tribal wisdom of indigenous people. But once again, we are very proud and fortunate to have with us uh, Sri Gautam Mohanty sir, FRT, Gautam Mohanty sir, fellow research society, and Gautam Mohanty sir is an ISO consultant, option writer, corporate innovator, brand specialist with more than a decade practice in product and process development, and he has expertise in the areas of trading and testing. Professor Mahathi has spent 20 years in management education, international business, and legal system, management aptitude test as their chief implementation specialist. He has also worked as an independent global consultant and owner of Custom Solutions and a professor in management studies. During last decades, he has guided development of management projects of government and public sector examinations like NAGPUR, NFL, and PDID, etc. Professor Mohammed is a recipient of Rashtriya Gaurav Award in 2010. He has also written more than 50 research papers, also the recipient of Education Excellence Award of TV channel by Minister of State Higher Education Industry. Sir, we are proud to have you. Now I request Professor Gautam Mohanty sir to say a few words and introduce the Chidatmika. Sir, please.
A very good afternoon. Am I audible to all of you? Very good afternoon to all. Thank you, Madam Lipsa, for your wonderful song today. And I thank all the presenter, guest, chief speaker, and vice chancellor, Professor Sanjay Kumar Satpathy, Dr. Chidatmika Khatua, and Dr. Pitambar Bhoi for this very grace occasion for talking on the ancient wisdom on this tribal community. A clean life an open mind, a pure heart, an unveiled spiritual perception, a brotherliness for all. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, yes, audible.
Yeah. A readiness to give and receive advice and instruction, a loyal sense of duty to the teacher, a willing obedience to the behests of truth. Once we have placed our confidence in and believe that the teacher to be in possession of it, a courageous endurance of personal injustice, a brave declaration of principles, a valiant defense of those who are unjustly attacked, and a constant eye to the ideal of human progression and perfection which the Secret Service depicts. ଏକ ନିର୍ମଳ ଜୀବନ, ଏକ ମୁକ୍ତ ମନ, ଏକ ପବିତ୍ର ହୃଦୟ, ଏକ ସାଗ୍ରହ ଚିତ୍ତ, ଏକ ଉନ୍ମୋଚିତ ଆଧ୍ୟାତ୍ମିକ ଚେତନା, ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଭାତୃଭାବ, ଉପଦେଶ ଦେବା ଓ ପରାମର୍ଶ ଗ୍ରହଣ ପାଇଁ ସର୍ବଦା ପ୍ରସ୍ତୁତ, ବ୍ୟକ୍ତିଗତ ଅନ୍ୟାୟ ସହନରେ ସାହସ ସହିତ ସହନଶୀଳତା, ସତ୍ୟ ପ୍ରକାଶ କରିବାରେ ସାହସ, ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଅନ୍ୟାୟ ଆକ୍ରମଣଗ୍ରସ୍ତ ସେମାନଙ୍କ ରକ୍ଷାରେ ଶୌଚଶୀଳ ଏବଂ ପବିତ୍ର ବିଜ୍ଞାନ ଦର୍ଶାଉଥିବା ମନୁଷ୍ୟର ଆଦର୍ଶ ଅଗ୍ରଗତି ଓ ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣତା ପ୍ରତି ସଦା ସଜାଗ। ଏହି ସବୁ ସୁବର୍ଣ୍ଣ ସୋପାନ ଯାହା ଉପରେ ଶିକ୍ଷାର୍ଥୀ ସ୍ୱର୍ଗୀୟ ମନ୍ଦିର ଦିଗରେ ଆରୋହଣ କରିପାରେ। On this today's topic, we talk about the indigenous people which are culturally instinct with ethnic groups which members are directly descended from the earliest known inhabitants or a particular geographic region, and to some extent maintain the language of cultural of those original peoples. The term indigenous was first in its modern context used by Europeans who used in to differentiate the indigenous peoples of the Americas from the European settlers of the Americas and from the Africans who were brought to the America as enslaved people. The term may have first been used in this context by Sir Thomas Browne in 1646, who stated, and although in many parts thereof there be at present swarms of Negroes serving under the Spaniard, yet were they all transported from Africa. Since the discovery of Columbus and are not indigenous or proper natives of America. Peoples are usually described as indigenous when they maintain traditions or other aspects of an early culture that is associated with the first inhabitants of a given region. Not all indigenous peoples share his characteristic as many have adopted substantial elements of colonizing culture such as dress, religion, and language. Indigenous peoples may be settled in a given region that exhibit a nomadic lifestyle across a large territory or be resettled, but they are generally historically associated with a specific territory on which they depend. Indigenous societies are found in every inhabited climate zone and continent of the world except Antarctica. There are approximately 5,000 indigenous nations throughout the world. Indigenous peoples' homelands have historically been colonized by larger ethnic groups who justified colonization with the beliefs of racial and religious superiority, land use, or economic opportunity. Thousands of indigenous nations throughout the world are currently living in the countries where they are not a majority ethnic group. Indigenous peoples continue to face threats to their sovereignty, economic well being, languages, way of knowing, and access to the resources on which their cultures depend. Indigenous rights have been set forth in international law by the United Nations, the International Labour Organization, and the World Bank. In 2007, the UN issued a Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous People, that is UNDRIP, to guide member state national policies to the collective rights of indigenous peoples, including the rights to protect their cultures, identities, languages, ceremonies, and access to employment, health, education, and natural resources. On this context of this Friday talk, we basically designed this Friday talk and what we are fortunate to have in the Kalahandi University today, that It is basically made to uh, promote this Adi Tribal Foundation. And there are certain things I would like to raise, as Madam Chidatmika is also here, so that she can also be helpful for the university to help the researchers, because when you go to direct touch with the tribal people, we also face life threat with them. They can harm you because they don't understand your mentality. So if we could provide a bona fide certificate so that you can show that we have come from Adi Tribal Foundation, then since we are also conducting this fashion shows and we are close to their lifestyle, so that you have got a legality to access with their lifestyle and understanding, and basically doing the research on their project. Friday Inspirational Talk is basically the stories for a smarter life roadmap, trending stories of indigenous people, lifestyle, art and culture, traditions, music, celebrity, relationship, travel, food. During the meeting, students are given the opportunity to practice giving a time period, conference style talk. These talks are often progress reports. Invitations to the talks are sent through online. Links to the webinars are also found in the social media posts about each talk. Adi Tribal Foundation nominate philosophers from they would talk and like to invite to present a colloquium for the next series of Friday inspirational talks. A final selection of speakers representing a variety of subfields of philosophy is made by colloquium committee and we invite to present that have come to be known as Friday Talks. So since we have Madam Dr. Chidatmika Khatua with her, who's the founder of Adi Tribal Foundation, she can better guide us and give us better direction how to reach to the very closeness to the travel community. Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me for this session. I'm so glad and happy to be with Kalahandi University also. Thank you, Vice Chancellor Sir and Dr. Chidatmika and the Madam Presenter and the Registrar and all the present student faculty fraternity for this occasion. Thank you. Over to you.
And now I'd like to um, uh, request Dr. Chidatmika Madam to deliver the address. Before that, I'd like to say, Madam, that we, the faculties of Kalahandi University, particularly the faculties of Anthropology Department, Agriculture and Postal Students, we all are eagerly waiting from you the topic and tribal wisdom of indigenous people. But before that, I'd like to introduce Madam to the audience first. Chidatmika Khatua is an Indian social entrepreneur, CEO of Sushruta Hospital and Odisha Cosmetic Surgery Clinic, State General Secretary of Private School and Children Welfare Association. She is also the founder and managing trustee of Agricultural Regional Director at HLSCG UK, founder and managing trustee of API's Adi Tribal Foundation, API, President Arati Corruption Foundation of India, Odisha State, President National Crime Agency, Odisha, co-founder is SOA, So Are My Foundation, Hungary, Odisha Initiative, convener of Indian Chamber of Commerce Education and Skill, and also President of Rotary Club. She is National Spokesperson of Sanatan Purohit Association. The Chidatmika Khatua contributed in the real social politics in 1996. Agricultural Trust is a leading education institute of Odisha, Bhubaneswar, that imparts teachers training program, more than 500 friends and MBAs in various government and private schools of India. The trust is also engaged in working as the Government of India State Project and in SSPD Department of Physically Challenged and Underprivileged People in 7 districts of Odisha. The biggest recognition she has got is the worldwide as a founder of India's first tribal queen, Rani, with a mission to make tribal women empowerment and transfer tribal culture and tradition with its originality. Golden Book of World Records recognized her work as India's first tribal museum. The tribal queen competition has brought huge revolution to India and world. Today, due to this revolutionary competition, the perception about tribal women and their community has totally changed. And this uplifted status of tribal women in the society. This unprecedented event created a benchmark in Indian history as much as that questions pertaining to the women of the contest was asked in various competitive generations, and the answer is Khatua. Madam's dream is to create a very strong tribal India where all tribal women will get equal opportunity in society and showcase their tradition and culture globally. This year, when country is celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav as Kanhewal, she is driving a mission for India to manifest global tribal women where more than 62 countries participate. Witness for the first time in the world history the tribal women of Asia, world and universe. Madam is also driving the mission for nutrition and hunger in Odisha, along with livelihood mission to So Are My Hearts, where we proud, where we fortunate to have Madam Dr. Chidatmika Madam. You are welcome, Madam, once again to our university. We are really waiting to listen to you and the Google platform of yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Namaskar, one and all present here. I would have wishing actually to be present physically in university, as much as this virtual world, we are fed off, frankly. But wonderful to be part of today's Eve Friday talk with your university, Kalahandi University. I'm really overwhelmed and first of all, I'd like to give huge thanks and my best wishes to Dr. Sanjay Satpathy. You can say my big brother, my mentor, my guide, any name I can say. I've always regard and adore him, Dr. Sanjay Satpathy, the Vice Chancellor of Kalahandi University. And today, the entire fraternity of the professors and vice chancellors. And when I just joined, I've heard a beautiful song. I think Dr. Gautam has said that Lisa, I think, am I correct? The name Lisa, nice, wonderful song. I always, mesmerized by anything connected with the tribals. Thank you, Dr. Gautam Mohanty, to make it happen, connected again with the students. And frankly saying, whenever the students, the word of youth comes to me, I myself feel so excited to discuss with the students of of any stream, to give the knowledge, to share the experience, the share the facts of treasure which I have seen visualized, or you can say I experimented in my life. So that's the thing. I am really grateful to everyone who are present here now virtually to listen to me, and thank God, I can say. Saraswati, hi. I can see your smiling face. Namaskar. So let me give you a little bit background of this Adi Tribal Foundation and the journey we have started, why it has started. There are certain things we all know that there is a tribal treasure do exist. There is something treasure which is need to be unveiled today. Everywhere it is a call, a need of the day now. Everybody wanted to revive on well that ancient things, those who are very simple. They're you can say connected to the nature, and they're distinct, they're unique for their basic traditional, their culture, their honesty, their simplicity, their single-mindedness, their devotion. You can name it anything, they're most elemental to their life pattern, living pattern, and their, proximity to the nature is so evident. And we all know that they are unique. in the diversity of their physique, their attire, their dialect, their singing, their dancing, their costume, their culture. Each and everything we understand has got a mesmerizing effect. But frankly, the most immediate tragedy, if I say, is loss of knowledge. And the traditions is for the tribe themselves. They're scared. They do not always die out, but the soul of their culture wither away. And they left behind are the people who are shadow of what they once were, and the shadows of what we are in developed world are. So the price is real as well as which means everyone need to take a call how to revive these ancient things, how we will unveil this magical effects, the treasure, and create something brainstorming. Frankly saying, this journey of my life, I think the madam has so beautifully, told about my bit, journey of my life, what I'm into. When I was, I'm talking about 1996, when I was working for women and children and working for a project of Planning Commission, Government of India. And this was basically for women, pregnant women, children, and adolescent girls. And major things, those people who were affected, for this iron deficiency, anemia, and iron deficiency disorders. And that time, government was supposed to form the 11 5-year plan, and I was the nodal officer to Government of India on behalf of Planning Commission and NSIC. And that time, I used to go to various, states and state officials to implicate how the double fortified salt is a vehicle to the body, and you can say iron back to the body. Uh, that he made, I used to go to various tribal villages, tribal women. I used to visit to them, understand their culture and their pehnava, kaise pehnte the, kaise, what are the ornaments called, why this is. So there are so many WH, you can say, in my mind to curiosity. It's enter curiosity about them, that what is happening, how they are doing, how they are so rich about their culture, how they are so you can authentic. So how they are so original. In today's world, being so, we call it, we are modern, but sometimes I think myself that we are artificial. We are living in an artificial world, and they're so original, so natural, so connected with the Mother Earth. So somehow I got mesmerized. I try to, you can say, discover something, that what is the hidden treasure behind this tribal ancient history, the magicals, the medicine, the heart, the you can say heart of Mother Earth, the energy of ancestral wisdom. They create the magic of harmony with their everything, by the drums, by the elements, by jal, you can say water, the hill, the plants. What is the magic behind it? Everything I got, you can say curious. I was curious to know each and everything. But that time I got to know that women in this tribal family is powerful. Powerful in the sense, belief that women is the leading. And women, when I try to address them individually, with group they are okay, they were very friendly with me. But when I wanted to call a single individual woman, a tribal girl, they are pretty scared. So that time, again, another curiosity came in my mind. Why it is happening that individual, like suppose you call me as an individual, I'm talking to you, I'm not scared. With so many women there were talking, they're not scared. But why the tribal? Everyone is feeling so scared to talk alone, come out of the group. Then I understood these people, the tribal community, believe in the Ubuntu concept. Ubuntu group, as a group, they always, you have seen that group, dancing in the group, talking in the group, going somewhere in the jungle in the group. So group, yes, we know that unity is a strength, but sometimes it happened like this: the unique identification of an individual will last inside the group. Your own talent, your self, you can say it is self-esteem, your own talent, what your USP sometimes miss in the group. So you can say I identified the void. I thought that yes, there is something needed to be done, which is a very, very serious issue. That time we thought of, okay, let's first basic things start, because I understood social change is not a cultural change. And our theory of Panchasila said you cannot over administer the tribals. They are best in their efforts. They know their own, you can say, their genius. They have got own genius, and they should not be over administered. And they have their own culture. Social change is should not mean the cultural change. So I thought, why not give a confidence? Built up a confidence. This world, they have got a space. They have got a say. Their treasure has got a importance which the whole world wanted to know. They are not to be kept in the zoo. This is something like a we human being. Somewhere they are original, connected with the jungle. They're connected with the Mother Earth. They're not just the beauty. And I call it they're the supreme beauty. So that came dragged to me to create the Adirani. Adi, Aram, and is an empowered राजा राजुड़ा का सब, बट रानी शब्द को फैशन इंडस्ट्री ने चुरा लिया. कोई फैशन शो हो गया, हमने बोला आपको क्वीन कर दिया. तो मैं बोली रानी का ओहदा कुछ ऊपर है, हम कैसे इसको रानी कर सकते हैं? रानी तो ओरिजिनल, दे आर जस्ट नॉट द क्वीन, दे आर द क्वीन ऑफ क्वींस. दे आर जस्ट नॉट द ब्यूटी, दे आर द सुप्रीम ब्यूटी. तो हमारा एड्रेस यही था, एक वुमेन को, सिंगल tribal woman will stand in front of everyone, say I'm tribal, I'm beautiful. My beauty, it just not lies with the good look, it is beyond the good look. Because the challenge of the cultural with the originality, हम वही ट्राइबल महिलाओं को आगे लाना चाहते थे जो हजार दर्शक के सामने खड़े होकर ये बोल सके कि मैं ट्राइबल हूँ, मेरे संस्कृति बहुत बहुत रीच है. माई कल्चर इज रीच, माई ट्रेडिशन, बट दिस वर्ल्ड नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड द विजडम बिहाइंड इट. आज हम मॉडर्न बोल रहे हैं because we are following the westernized. We are saying we are modern. We are talking in English. We are modern. Frankly, the modernity is to transform the own originality, right? And somewhere the passion dragged me to create this other thing. And 2018 was the founding year of India's first tribal queen. Or you'll be happy. I'm so excited to tell you the India's first tribal queen, Adi Rani, is from you. Put by Pariguda, Durua. And the village is disconnected. I know the small village. I have been to that village. Village na road ka communication ठीक है, छोटा सा एक village. And she is from Durua प्रजाति. जब हमने उनको बुलाया कि आपको ये आकर भुवनेश्वर में करना है, एंड देयर विलेजेस से दैट नो शी कैन नॉट गो. वो लोग समझे कि कुछ वेस्टर्न फैशन शो हम करने जा रहे हैं, which was not, क्योंकि रानी का शब्द लग गया था। अगेन दे थॉट देयर इज ए समथिंग कैटवॉक और फैशन शो हम करने जा रहे हैं, which is not। हम जब उनको समझाए, एंड we believing that all over India, the tribal girls came to Odisha, and we did it in 2018 June 24th in the Keep Campus, the semi-finale and grand finale in Utkal Mandap. Whole everyone was, excited to see who is the India's first tribal queen, and Pallavi was crowned as India's first tribal queen. And after that, feather in our cap, when the question came in OPSC and SSC examination, who is the first tribal queen of India? We established the history when it questioned in current affair of SSC and OPSC that who is the first tribal queen of India, and Pallavi Durwas का नाम लिखा था. And she became the celebrity, and वही लोग जो छोड़ नहीं रहे थे उसको, she is now a celebrity in our village. And when I back to her village after she crowned as Adi Rani, every small children of tribals, they came. I just asked a simple question, आप क्या बनना चाहते हो? Everyone was answering one question, छोटे छोटे बच्चे, हम पल्लवी दीदी की तरह होना चाहते थे. I was glowing frankly. इसको सुन के जी कुछ किया है ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, कुछ लाइफ में चेंजेस किया है. Why I am saying all this? Because changes doesn't come just all of a sudden. It is a continual process. And when you approach a tribal or a person who are in you can say a interior area of India or a Odisha, you have to give them a confidence. Yes, you have got some treasure which world need to know. असल में दिखा जाए तो हम पीछे आप आगे. जब तक ये एंशिएंट थिंग प्रिजर्व नहीं होगा, और कौन करेगा? हम ही करेंगे. We will be the voice of the voiceless people. Then only we can think of keeping or preserving the wisdom, tribal treasure, which will come forward. And now our drive is not to confine in our country, because we understood it's not only the issue of India. ये सिर्फ भारतवर्ष की ओडिशार इश्यू नुहे, एटा ऑल ओवर ग्लोब, एटा गोटे विश्वर इश्यू. जदि गोटे विश्वर इश्यू रहिछि जे ट्राइबल्स को आमे भाबुजे they are in jungle, they are not fit in the modern world, there is a big gap which we need to breeze it. We are just breezing it. Kichi dina purpuru last week I have invited on behalf of Tribal Commission to Rashtrapati Bhavan. And believe me, today we all know it's a history again created that President of India, Her Excellency Draupadi Murmu, is our president. What a big thing, what a big pride. She is from our state, is now the first citizen of the country. There, everyone was talking one thing. I think all over India, the VC, vice chancellors, the tribal researchers, everybody was there. And सब में ये एक ही बात था कि देखिए हम काम कर रहे हैं, हम अवेयरनेस कर रहे हैं, हम रिसर्च कर रहे हैं. मैंने बस एक ही क्वेश्चन पूछा, ठीक है सर, हम सब जानते हैं, इट इज एस्टैब्लिश्ड फैक्ट, वी कैन नॉट इग्नोर दैट देयर इज ए ट्राइबल ट्रेजर, देयर इज नीड टू बी एड्रेस समथिंग. Research is been going on. Researchers are on the toe to bring out something, unveiling something new. But practical implication कब होगा? So, let me tell you very frankly, I have done research on 30 tribals. I understood one point. अगर हम इस ब्रिज को गैप करना है, हमको उन्हीं की तरह ही आना है. We have to give them a confidence. They have to first trust us. They should think that we will not exploit them. We wanted just what we can do. We can give them a connect. We can give them a platform. We can understand their heart, and we can unveil the treasures which unseen dadimas, the nuska, the medicine, the jewelry, the you can say the treatments, the massage treatment, the light. Uh, so many things need to be unveiled, which the present world need to understand. Recently, we did a program, Tribal India 2 in the state of Chhattisgarh. We were very happy to know तभी कुछ ट्राइबल ग्रुप आए बोले कि we'll manifest our God on the stage. It was just kim आश्चर्य for us. Manifest your God in the stage, on the stage. We have never touched our God. We have just seen the shape of the God. We were saying we'll manifest the God, and they said we talk to our God. ଆମେ ଭଗବାନଙ୍କ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ directly interaction କରୁ. See the sense. Everybody will not understand. Somebody may do the criticism. It's all about the belief. Tell me that who has seen the God? We are guided by trust. We know there is somebody blessing us always if we did something good. And during this search, we get another thing also. You students, you have heard about Mahabharata, Bhima's wife Hidimba. And Nagaland, our contestant, is her ancestor. And when we say that this type of contestant with us from interior, they are coming to our stage, everybody said, oh my God, still Hidimba's his ancestor, they are coming to on your stage. So there are lots of things research need to be done, or not only confined to the books. Research, okay, is required. Everybody knows this is required. But there's a time now to build the things. The practical implications in terms of education, in terms of health, in terms of value addition to their products. Because we all know their products like millets, their jewelry, everything has got treasure. Recently, we also launch our treasure box, tribal treasure box, where each the waiting the while a woman get married, they used to wear the jewelries, kind of your bahuti, bada, something. We created a box, tribal treasure, and the will be available in the market now. Whole world will purchase. The tribal lovers will be purchased, and that money will be directly go for the developmental of the tribals. So this kind of action plan is needed now, the need of the day. We need to practically address that how we can, transform or scale their livelihood, and so that they can stand, कंधे से कंधे हम मिलाकर हमारे साथ खड़े रह सकते हैं. हम उनको इकट्ठा लेके एक रिकॉग्नाइजेशन दे सके, एक अनवेलिंग दे सके. इसलिए ग्लोबल को, टोटल ग्लोब को अभी हमें इकट्ठा किया. 62 country is now with us to showcase happening in Georgia, what is happening in other countries, what living, what because when our country is celebrating Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav, how come our country Azadi Ki Mahotsav when the majority of tribal, our ancestors, are left behind? Where is the inclusion? It is not inclusion. So we have to practically implicate all these things to real celebration that Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav by empowering tribal women. Why I'm telling it women? If one woman is empowered in a family, that whole family is empowered. The family will be changed. So there are lots of ifs and buts which is needed to be addressed. I'm really thankful through this Friday, and thanks to our Mr. Gautam Mohanty, who is taking the lead of this vertical of World Book. We are very soon going to World Book, where all over the world tribal research will be placed. Book will unite whole of the world tribal traditions, research factors in one book, and requested President of India to launch very soon. So it's the inclusion. When we talk about the development, when we talk about the Mahotsav, when we talk about the real independence, we cannot see a community is left behind. This is not true sense of empowerment or Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav. So our things are going on. Our members are doing the movements. They're giving their inputs how to address practically. They're giving their brain their inputs, their convey issues. For that we have recently tie up with NCEY, National Cooperative Union of India, to mm, to make various cooperatives in rural pocket of the tribals understand what product they have to sell off, give the value addition, and Delhi Delhi to connect to internationally. So we as a group massively moving towards a change, a brainstorming. And you will be happy to know recently we also recorded in Golden Book of World Record as this movement of ours, Adi Rani, the India's first tribal queen. And next, you know, Guinness Book of World Record, which is we are planning to do it in month of March, end week of the March. After getting confirmation from President of India, we'll officially declare when we'll do it in Bhubaneswar, and where we are planning to launch the World Tribal Song, World Tribal Dance, World Tribal Book, and a global tune of Save Tribe. So each and every individual, each and every youth is important for us because we understand we each and everybody is the ambassador for this global drive, this global movement where each and everybody can give their inputs, then we can create something brainstorming tribal world. And before I come to the conclusion of my talk, I'll say few lines. I feel the students, the teachers, the fraternity, which are connected here to feel it by, heart, that what exactly we are meaning, why this thing comes to our idea. So this is a talk, a word from my heart through the virtual platform. And my heart is saying, she is the image of tribal queen. The potency to know her mind is a complex. Her emotions are never shown. She stands with eloquence of tomorrow's not lead. The future is foreseen. This is her heritage. O tribal queen, you are beautiful. Being righteous in stance. That's only your choose. Many try to overthrow her. Many try to deceive her. She stands alone, not with anyone, never to mislead her. Wisdom and knowledge is in her existence, the destiny of an outcome as she deploy the final victory, the accomplishment of fulfillment, creating a history. Her name is Tribal Queen, Adirani. This is her life force by white, black, and all races. Rani, the queen of queens. We are addressing that supreme beauty, that the beauty which is connected with the mother nature, the beauty, the woman who is a jungle kanya, simple, not biased. She's just saying, everyone, I want a space in this world. But I will not lose my originality. I'll stand with my originality. Is the world is going to accept me? If yes, I am coming forward. So who are the people? We are the people who are going to handhold them and say, yes, need not be artificial, need not follow any so-called modernity. Be with you, love your culture, just transform what are the tribal treasure or wisdom you have. गांव में आपका दादी कैसे मेडिसिनल दे के सबको झाड़ फूंक करके ठीक करती थी, उसको दिखाओ, हम जानना चाहते हैं. What your husband do for wife, we want to know. What is the beauty unique in our tradition? Let us tell. Let us tell whole world what is the tribal treasure. That's all from my side. I think some of which I feel in my need for tribal development in India, which is I say that for their primitive way of life, their economy, their social backwardness, their literary everything needs to be addressed and scale up with the value addition. Then together we in a think or dream a practice building of tribal India, brainstorming tribal India. Thank you very much. Jai Johar.
Thank you so much, madam, for this very beautiful talk on tribal rights and empowerment and delivering beautifully about all the vision of tribal people, of Adi Tribal Foundation. I think it is one of the best ways to increase the confidence of the tribal women, of the tribal girls. And many of the participants today, I think they didn't have any knowledge about this program. Surely by your talk, they could know about this very beautiful, very innovative initiative by you. Thank you so much, ma'am, for working so keenly about the tribals, and we are proud to have you with us. Now, if anyone wants to ask a question, any of the students, any of the participants about this nice initiative of Army Tribal Foundation, they're welcome.
That can be one physically available.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, we are very much, pleased to listen to you. And we want that one session come here, Kalahandi University, so that we can listen to you in a more detailed manner, and our students will interact with you. So you are most welcome to Kalahandi University physically whenever you have time, whenever an opportunity comes. Now it's time for presidential address. I'd like to request our honorable vice Professor Sanjay Kumar Sarwat sir to give his presidential address. This Uttishthata has reached to 83rd episode today because of the on-time of our vice chancellor sir. Uttishthata is the founding father of Uttishthata. Uttishthata is a very silent of our vice chancellor. We are proud to have him as our vice chancellor and to all for doing for the development of Kalahandi, for the development of Kalahandi. Sir, please.
So first of all, thank you, Chidatmika, thank you, Gautam. Actually, I was desiring you to be here. By that time, 82 episodes have passed on. The time was not so healthy and comparable to me as well as to the page. So the core of the subject which I have taken today, uh, I am concerned with the concept of early learning. But yes, listen from Chidatmika how that was developed, how it occurred, how it came to light, how it is projected for future. But when I think of the tribal wisdom, it is definitely ancient and matches with the nature. Can anybody predict the nature of nature? No. And nature is a great teacher. I remember uh, the drama As You Like It by Shakespeare. A very nice dialogue is there. He speaks of the magnanimity of nature, songs in trees, books in the Rani groups, sermons in stones, and good in. So when I think of nature like the knowledge which the tribals are, they have got it from nature, not from the other entity. And it goes on, it rolls on rather from generation to generation. World's best teacher is nature. So, as we learn many things from nature, it teaches us how to be calm, teaches patience, hard work, abundance, generosity, self-reliance, kindness, and many, many more things. So, to be straight in the darkness of the night, moon and stars come out to teach us to be hopeful. We need to remember it is not the moon that makes life good, but light that makes the moon beautiful. We have seen the moon in the day also. It is not so good. The light makes the moon beautiful. It is our adversity that teaches us both patience and makes us grow stronger and mature in our to cope with challenges. That is what the life of life is. That is what the knowledge, that is what the life is knowledge and knowledge is the life. So again thank Chidatmika for igniting my students, and what is told to you is a very small part. I will tell you always, 1/10 of the iceberg. She is a great personality, and today we got two international personalities, we can say, Gautam and Chidatmika. And words, some words will be with you, particularly as students of anthropology. You have a lot to know. You have to learn from the trees, learn from the leaves, learn from the stone, and learn from your own self. So thank you. And by this with cooperation and with your interest in listening has made this number to reach 1830. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Chidatmika again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And in fact, special mention I would like to say everyone who was connected here that the book which I have written the extract of the book, outlines of the book as written by Dr. Sanjay Satpathy ji only. I am really thankful and grateful, sir. You're always with me. Your blessing and guidance is always there. And definitely, there are so many things we have to do together. And I'm thankful. And the university students, I'd like to invite if any tribal girls are there who wanted to be participate in this forthcoming event, do ping us so that we can give you the platform. You can showcase your things, your culture, your tradition in this platform. I also do acknowledge the presence of Major Dr. Kalpana Das, who is right now here, right now, since he is also a tribal researcher. And I also request sometime you please also invite her, and she'll give her, research outputs to the students. And sir, I
Thank
tell you
you.
that you are doing a great job, and I always adore you and respect you for that. Thank you very much.
The presence of both of you, Chidatmika, Gautam, and also the NCC stopper of this speech, Kalpana. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your motivation. And now I used towards the end of this episode. Now I request Dr. Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Agriculture, Kalahandi University, to propose the code of conduct.
Good afternoon, everyone present here, physically as well as virtually, who are, who are attached with us to Google Meet. Good afternoon. I am Dr. Chidatmika, Assistant Professor, Department of Anthropology, Rani University. At the end of this, it is third episode of this talk on ancient tribal wisdom. I am going to deliver the vote of thanks. It's indeed an honor for me to get the opportunity to thank all the dignitaries present here virtually as well as physically. First of all, I extend my gratitude to the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Sanjay Kumar Saraswati, for his continuous encouragement, support, and guidance for this thought-provoking motivation talk. And I also thank him for his presentation. My special thanks goes to the invited speaker, Dr. Chidatmika, founder of Rani and founder of Adi Tribal Foundation, and CEO of Sushruta Hospital and Trauma Care. She has taken out some time for her busy schedule to enlighten us about the important topic of tribal wisdom. I extend my gratitude to Mr. Pitambar Registrar, Kalahandi University, for his welcome. Introducing a guest is an important aspect of any meeting. And I thank FRPS for company for introducing the speaker. He has not only introduced the speaker, but also provided the glimpse of indigenous knowledge, people, culture. To continue this 83rd uninterrupted episodes of an event is itself a daunting task. I thank all the organizers, especially I thank Dr. Jaidev Sahu, Chairman of the I must thank Dr. Nivedita, uh, Associate Professor of Environment for moderating the chair. I also thank Miss Dipsa Maharana for giving mesmerizing welcome song for this event. I must thank the technical team of the Orchestra for coming very well. At the end, I thank all the teaching staff and students who have attended virtual and physical for this event. Thank you. Thank you.
We had also with us Sansa of the University. I'd also like to thank Sam and all the participants of this 83rd edition. Thank you so much, sir. Dr. Bhawanipatna Kumar, sir, so nicely for the amount of time. And now we have reached almost towards the end. So now this Dipsa Maharana to do something. सर्वे भवन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. Now I request our vice chancellor to give the permission to end today's.
We'll end up here. We'll wait for the 84th episode.
Thank you.
Thank you all.